Welcome back. Today I'm taking a look at one of the most requested wallets I've ever had on this channel, and that is the Lucas Minimalist Wallet from JJ Leathersmith. I did a lot of research on the Lucas wallet before I even started carrying it, getting ready for this review. And in doing so, I've seen a few negative comments on JJ Leathersmith's own Instagram page and Facebook pages. And at the end of this video, I want to address those because I've kept those comments in the back of my head while I've been carrying this for the past 3 weeks. So I have a few things I want to say about those. But anyways, let's check it out. So these are the wallets that I have from JJ Leathersmith. The only one I've been carrying is this Lucas Minimalist wallet right here. This is the light golden honey version. I also have the rich dark cafe Lucas Minimalist wallet. This right here is the Ned Minimalist wallet in the rich dark cafe, but this is basically a left-handed Lucas wallet. And from what Jonathan over at JJ Leathersmith explained to me was it's named after Ned Flanders. Everything that he had was left-handed. So this is a left-handed Lucas wallet. I'm a big Simpsons fan, so I really appreciated that reference. And this right here is a Lucas wallet that's wide enough to carry international bills. These wallets are only available in 3 colors, and I have all 3 colors right here: black, rich dark cafe, and light golden honey. But this review is only on this Lucas wallet right here. I might even give these other wallets away. I'm not exactly sure yet, but we'll talk about that later on. But first, let me give you guys a nice close-up of the Lucas Minimalist wallet from JJ Leathersmith. And while you guys are checking this out, let's talk about some of the features. The Lucas wallet is a vertical style minimalist wallet that can hold up to 8 credit cards in its 2 pockets and up to 30 bills unfolded in its dedicated cash compartment. It's handmade from full grain vegetable tan leather sourced from Ecuador. Now this leather is developed specifically by JJ Leathersmith, working with the tannery directly just for these wallets. It's handmade in Ecuador and comes with a lifetime warranty. All right, let's talk dimensions. It comes in at 2.75 inches by 3.95 inches and has a thickness of 0.8 inches when empty. And according to my weight test, it comes in at 1.7 ounces. That's 50 grams. So what Jonathan over at JJ Leathersmith explained to me was he's been making the Lucas wallet since 2014. And it's named after his brother Lucas because he specifically asked Jonathan to make him a wallet. But it ended up turning out to be JJ Leathersmith's highest selling wallet. So let's start with the quality. And I really want to talk about this leather that Jonathan sources from Ecuador. Apparently it's a very small family-owned tannery, but I just like the fact that JJ Leathersmith worked directly with that tannery to develop this leather specifically for their wallets. You don't really hear that too often, and I just want to give you guys a nice close-up of the grain right here. I mean, it is a beautiful leather, especially in this light golden honey color. After a while, this is going to patina absolutely beautifully. And then I'll give you a close-up of this rich dark cafe Lucas wallet. Same leather. Look at that. It is gorgeous. So I'm a fan of this leather, even though I'm not super familiar with the leather or the tannery. It feels very high quality. It's a relatively soft leather, but still very firm. Probably see that right here. It feels very nice. Also, I measured the thickness of this leather off screen. It comes in at 2.04 millimeters. So a 2.04 millimeter thick leather comes in at just over a 5-ounce leather. So this isn't a weak, flimsy wallet. It feels nice and substantial. Next, let's take a look at that hand saddle stitching right here. And it is darn near flawless. You can see that right there. It looks perfect. And then if I flip it open to the inside, you can see the stitches on the top and the bottom. So like I said, darn near perfect stitches here. Next, I'll give you a close-up of those cuts. So the cuts look very clean on the Lucas here. And then take a look at the edges here. They look very nicely burnished. So everything looks to be taken care of on this wallet. So the quality is outstanding here. Next, let's talk about the styling. It is a vertical style minimalist wallet with 2 card pockets. The main card pocket right there that has a pretty large cutout in the front. And then flip it open one more time and you'll see this card pocket right here, which is basically a slit that can hold up to 2 more cards. And then right behind that is a dedicated cash compartment that can hold your bills unfolded, and everything is held together with this flap. And I'm sure you've noticed by now that this flap isn't held shut by anything. There's no Velcro, no snaps, no magnets. It's basically held shut by the molding of the leather. And this is one of the complaints that I want to talk about at the end of this video that I saw on JJ Leathersmith's social media pages. I see a lot of people complaining that there's nothing holding this shut and your cars are just going to fall out. And the common response that I saw from JJ Leathersmith was, you just have to carry it for a few weeks and eventually the flap is going to mold shut. And yeah, they're exactly right. I've been carrying this wallet for about 3 weeks and you can see this is how my flap is right about now. And just to compare, this is the Lucas that I haven't been carrying. And you can see this is the way you're going to receive your Lucas wallet with this flap kind of open like that. And in about 3 weeks, this is what you're going to get. So definitely have a little patience. If you guys grab the Lucas and don't like this, have a little patience because eventually it's going to mold shut while it's in your pocket when you're carrying it. And honestly, there's no danger of the cards falling out while it's in your pocket anyways. And next, let's take a look at the branding. The only branding on this wallet is the JJ Leathersmith stamp on the inside. So when it's closed up, you don't see any branding at all on the outside. So I definitely like that. All right, now it's time for the cash and card test. When I was carrying this wallet, I carried 8 cards and 8 bills. I had 8 American dollar bills unfolded in the dedicated cash compartment back there. So you can see, not a problem at all. 2 flat cards I had in this card pocket on the inside. Fold that all up. In the main card compartment, I had 6 cards. And I put my most used credit card right there on the outside. Now you can see, because I've been carrying this wallet for 3 weeks, the leather has already started to mold to those 6 cards on the inside. So I had no problems at all with the functionality of the Lucas. Fairly large cutout right there, made it very easy to grab my most used credit card and put it back in. Or grabbing the cards out of the middle, you can either pull the cards out halfway and do the fan method or just cycle through them as so. So yeah, the functionality's there. The 2 cards that I kept on the inside, I rarely ever use. It was a tracker card and a my pets are at home card, just in case I get into an accident. Somebody knows to come and feed my pets. So I put those cards on the inside where I don't even see them. But the real star of this wallet is if you're a cash carrier, this can hold up to 30 bills unfolded. I only have 8 in here right now because that's how I've been carrying this wallet. And I'll demonstrate 30 in just a minute. But like I said, this is the real star of the wallet, especially if you're a cash carrier. Just super easy to take your bills out, and putting those bills back in just as easy. So if you're a cash carrier and have been looking at the Lucas Minimalist wallet right here, yeah, it's the real deal. And I'm not necessarily one that uses cash on a daily basis. I use my card almost every day. The cash that I carry is for emergencies only. So I do like to take my bills instead of having them unfolded like this. And you could also do this just to keep them out of the way. Fold them in half and tuck them back there. So you can do either way. But while I was carrying this wallet, I left them unfolded. And honestly, I had no issues with it at all. Next, let's try out that maximum 30 bills. And I haven't tried this yet. So the maximum 8 cards in there, I have 30 total American dollar bills right here. So let's stuff those back there. And okay, fold it up. Okay. Once again, I haven't been carrying this with 30 bills, so this flap is not really molded to that yet. But if I carry this for another 3 weeks, I'm sure that flap will mold to those 30 bills. But you guys get the idea. If you're a cash carrier, the Lucas wallet is definitely for you. But even if you're not necessarily a cash carrier and only carry bills like I do for emergencies, it's still a solid choice in my opinion, just because of the functionality of this main card pocket right here. Now let's talk about those negatives I was referring to at the beginning of this video. While I was doing my research on the Lucas wallet, a lot of people were complaining about this flap not staying shut. And I think I already let you guys know my thoughts on that. Just have a little patience, Carry this for a few weeks and eventually that flap is going to mold shut. But if you don't have any patience but still like the design of the Lucas wallet, JJ Leathersmith also makes a version called the Christopher that has a slit right here that acts as a tuck closure. I don't have that wallet to show you. I wish I did. Plus, my real name is Christopher, so that would be perfect. But I'll pop up a picture right here of the Christopher. You can see it's basically a Lucas wallet with a tuck closure. So either way you look at it, I think it's a non-issue. The next negative I read about, and the one I was mostly concerned with, and the one I mostly tested when I was carrying this wallet, was when you go to open up the wallet to retrieve your bills, you can see the main card pocket is facing straight down. So some people were concerned when they open up the wallet to take out their bills, all their cards are just gonna fall out and fall all over the floor. Now, I never had that problem because I have 6 cards in here, which is basically the max in this card pocket. So my cards are relatively tight in that pocket, so I didn't have any problems with these cards moving at all. But what I wanted to show you guys was, say for example, you only have 1 credit card in this pocket. And keep in mind, this pocket's already molded to 6 cards. If I push it in there pretty tight, if I turn it upside down, that card's still not gonna go anywhere. And even if I give the wallet a shake, let me tuck that flap out of the way. Look at this, if I shake it, that card's still not going anywhere. And why is that? Well, when you have a stitch right here in leather, that stitch naturally creates a pinch point. And when you push your cards into that pinch point, it basically grabs onto that card so it doesn't move. So even with 1 card in a pocket that's been molded to 6 credit cards, if I open this up quickly to grab my bills out, you can see that card isn't falling out at all. So this negative was the one I was mostly concerned with because I was like, what if I go grab my bills and my cards fall out? But honestly, once again, this is a non-issue. And there's one more I want to talk about. I saw one customer say that when they received the Lucas, it felt flimsy because the leather was so thin. The Lucas wallet that I have right here is 2.04 millimeters thick. That is over a 5-ounce leather. Most wallets on the market today are between a 3 and a 4-ounce leather. 4 is the most common. So when you have a 5-ounce leather, that's almost too thick for a lot of people. So I'm not really sure what that person was talking about. 5-ounce leather is plenty thick for a wallet. The last thing that this wallet feels is weak and flimsy. This feels very nice and high quality. So overall, I'm a huge fan of the Lucas wallet from JJ Leathersmith. I love the looks of it. So you can see it looks very clean with this very minimal design, but yet it still looks very rustic. And for being a minimalist wallet, it's still highly functional and can hold a ton, 8 cards and up to 30 bills. The negatives that I read about while doing research on the Lucas wallet, I think are non-issues, honestly. But if I did have a negative of the Lucas wallet, I would have to say the price. The Lucas wallet is $110. So that's a hefty price for a wallet. And JJ Leathersmith knows this. Right on their Lucas product page, it says right here, these wallets are not for everyone. You have to love quality goods to be willing to pay. So that sentence right there says they know their wallets are expensive, but if you're not willing to pay for quality, you don't want this wallet. But for a handmade leather wallet of this quality, this wallet will probably outlast you. And even if it doesn't, they still offer a lifetime warranty on the Lucas. Plus, let me read this to you right from their website, and this was very impressive to me. I've actually never seen this before. It says, "We don't want your money if you're not in love with this wallet. So if you ever decide that you don't want it, we will give you your money back. The only catch is you actually have to use it to see if it's not for you. No judging a book by its cover. Load it up and use it for a few weeks, then decide." So they're saying even if you don't like the Lucas wallet after a few weeks, they will give you your money back. That's insane. To me, that is fantastic customer service, and that puts the Lucas above and beyond in my book. But at the same time, I'm still going to leave the $110 price point in the negatives category. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think of the Lucas Minimalist Wallet from JJ Leathersmith? I really like this wallet. It could make my top 10 of the year, which that video will be coming out in a few weeks, so look out for that. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe and go.